Man, it's like, all right, so I already did like a little write through about this. I already talked about this. The whole Missouri issue, the whole issue with Mizzou that's happening right now. I don't know if you guys heard. You should, look at my article. I try to lay the ground a little bit to what's going on. But essentially, you had these black students who felt as though the administration was not paying them attention, and so they boycotted essentially the football team, parts of the football team. The black players on the football team boycotted, and they called for the removal of the president, and the president removed himself. So there's like a lot of controversy over that, but basically the reason why it happened was because the black students had said that there were some racial incidents on campus that they felt made the campus not safe for them. So they wanted a response from the officials, and they started protesting because they felt as though they weren't getting a response. So here we are about a week later, maybe, from like the beginning of the hunger strike, and so much stuff has gone on. But essentially, what happened after the president left, it pissed off a lot of people, right? A lot of I think the majority of people are just upset about the whole thing, but it definitely pissed off some white racists, right? So what ended up happening is that it kind of flared these tempers up, and so you had some threats on this social media site Yik Yak, where these fools came out and were like, one guy said that he was going to kill all the black people on campus, and another guy said we're really going to make national news or something like that, or Mizzou was really going to make national news. Those are some pretty serious threats, right? And what does the administration do? You have a teacher who basically, a student responds. A student says, "Hey, I'm not going to show up to class tomorrow because of this threat." And the teacher basically goes on to say, "Well, you can show up or not to class, but we're still going to have this test." Now that's pretty dismissive from a faculty member when this is some serious stuff going down, but like this goes to show the tension that's going on at that campus. And again, like the racial tensions that are that are so high in the U.S. right now. It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. It's like every little event, man, gets people so pissed off. I'm trying to figure out why people are so mad that don't even go to the school, that have no stake in the school, that have no stake in the matter, that don't care about the betterment of either one of the groups involved. Like what is your stake in it, right? But the craziest thing to me is like, this goes to show, right, that the students were kind of right, because I for a little bit I was actually in the favor of, no, not in the favor, but I could understand both sides a lot more. I could see why firing Tim Wolf might have been going too far, but I can also see why these students were pretty pissed off to begin with, right? But here you have faculty members, and you have threats from people on social media, and the police actually went out and arrested 2 suspects. And the faculty hasn't even canceled classes. So it kind of goes to the whole point of what these people were saying. Maybe it wasn't as obvious before, but it's definitely obvious now that the officials are not doing what they need to be doing to protect these students. But yeah, man, it's like, come on, man. Don't even come at me like black people are taking over. Like, motherfuckers think that like black people, it's like white rights are gone. Like, we're done. White people are basically going to be put in slavery. Like, they're still not going to be the richest motherfuckers on this planet. They're still not going to be the number one ideal dating mate. They're still not going to get preference when it comes to looking for jobs based on their names, based on their background. They're not going to have more wealth than everybody else. Like, nothing's really changing. The only thing that's changing is that black people are having more opportunity to speak, more confidence to speak, and more routes and more avenues to do it from. So I'll leave that there. I just wanted to bring up, because I know there's been a lot going on, so I wanted to talk about some of the recent incidents, and the most recent incidents were these threats that came from the very people who said that these black people have they're complaining about nothing, they're whiners. Look at what's happening now. Like, really nothing to complain about. You have 2 people threatening to shoot up the school, and not just the school, but black people. And You telling me black people shouldn't be worried about that? Like, oh, get over it. You know, go to school, suck it up. Really? So that's how I feel. You already know how I feel. Let me know. I'm gonna put a link to this piece that I wrote or whatever. You know, if you want to read that, go ahead and read that. If you like this video, please like it. If you don't like it, go ahead and dislike it. Give me a subscribe if you're feeling lucky, and I'll holla.